I'm glad that he's getting to spend his Father's Day camping and eating barbecue, doing some dude kind of stuff for him. Okay, last tip.
On our way through Kansas City, we always stopped outside of Kansas City at a KOA, which was fine. But we found one closer, and it's the Blue Springs Campground in Lee Summit. And we highly recommend this campground. But we just pulled in, and I had to do a double take because it said electric only. And I didn't dump the tanks this morning because I thought we had full hookups. So I'm going to jump out, dump the tanks. We got to get some potable water, and we're electric only for the next 3 days, but that's no big deal.
Well, you're prepared for it. Wish they had a pool. Or do they? I don't know either. How do we not know that? It's like our 4th time here.
Not sure if we mentioned, but we absolutely love these reusable Ziplocs. You wash them out occasionally, they're just great. I think the angle we're on, it's not like it's completely empty.
What, the black or the gray?
Gray.
Oh, no, the black's empty because I did check.
Yeah, the gray things. So, with these small tanks, no offense, we need everything.
We need to start from scratch. Jim's going to try to back it up a little to see if we can get our nose up some. That would be the easiest fix. Yeah, that's helping. Fresh is full. If you do decide to come to Blue Springs Campground, book your reservation in advance. They do stay full. It's by far the nicest one in the area. We stayed at 2 other campgrounds in Kansas City that were fine, but definitely not as nice as this one. This one has really nice sights at it, so book ahead.
We got to Kansas City, got settled in. Boy, it's hot here. The Carolinas did not prepare us for summer. That's for sure.
Not this year.
Not this year. But you may notice my screen shrunk. In previous videos, you might have seen my big screen that I like to work on. It was too much, so we left it. We left it at our last stop, and I got this pretty awesome 16-inch flat monitor that the display is incredible. So I'll put a link in the description if you're interested. It's great for mobile working, that's for sure. And it collapsed down to like a very large iPad. So it's really cool, and it seems to be the perfect solution for this space.
Jim went to find some internet so he could upload the video for this week. I thought I would get ahead on some cooking. We are driving across South Dakota for the next couple of days. Well, up to South Dakota and then across South Dakota, obviously. But so I'm making some blackened halibut for us so we can have some fish tacos this week. That'll be good in the hot weather. When we were in West Virginia visiting with my mom last week, she gave us a great hack that she uses in her house that is wonderful for RVing, especially if you're dry camping and you're conserving water. So, simplest thing, spray a bottle, fill it up with your dish detergent about 3/4 of the way, add water to the rest of it. Now, A, your dish detergent goes a lot further. You don't use as much. You just spray it. B, it's a lot easier to rinse because the soap isn't so thick. So I know dishwashing is always tricky for all of us when we're dry camping. And my mother, I don't know if she's ever been dry camping. It's been a long time since, but she uses it in our house, and it occurred to us, perfect for boondocking. Okay, we have blackened halibuts. We can have some fish tacos this week. I've moved on. I'm on pasta salad, but I wanted to take a minute. I'm taking Jim to Joe's Kansas City Barbecue, one of his all-time favorites, for Father's Day. And it's a good time to wish all you dads out there a happy Father's Day. Jim's going to have so much fun editing this because while he's gone, I've done about 4 takes of this and I keep crying. We are so happy that we're going to be taking Jim to Joe's Kansas City Barbecue for Father's Day because it is one of his favorite all-time meals. And it's very dude of him, something that he likes to do as a dude. Jim grew up with 2 sisters, so God saw it only fit to send him 2 daughters. Bless his heart. He will be so glad if we ever start adding some guys into this family so he can have a little more guy time in his life. But he's always been a good sport about it. Whatever our girls were into, that's what Jim was into. I think he spent a lot of his Father's Days at princess tea parties for Father's Day and building sets for theater and shuffling in between rehearsals. And he's seen over 70 some Broadway shows because that's what our girls were into. So whatever the girls were into, Jim was right there in it with them, which, sorry guys, makes Jim absolutely #1 best dad that's ever lived. He survived all the breakups. He survived 1 breakup, makeup, and then breakup. I thought that one was going to do him in. He's been there for the whole ride. So on behalf of our girls, they're really lucky to have him, and we wish him the very happiest Father's Day. I got through that one without crying. How was Starbucks?
Starbucks was going great till a lot of people showed up. And then the network got bogged down. And it was a disaster from there. You know, typical Williams stuff.
Did you get the video loaded?
No.
Okay. We'll keep trying.
Well, yeah. I've pulled out a device that I'm willing to sacrifice the data on, and we'll see what happens. Looks like you were more productive than I was.
Well, I made a mess. I made us some blackened halibut for fish tacos and some pasta salad. We're going to be on the road for 3 days. Not super long drives. We usually don't do 3 days in a row. It just worked out like that. And it's going to be very hot. So if you're able to be set up and let the air conditioning stay ahead of the heat, it's fine. But trying to get the Airstream cooled down as quickly as possible for Silas. I'd rather not turn the stove on. Plus, it's kind of relaxing to know I already have this made in advance. I stunk the whole place up. I had to open the vent. I set off the smoke alarm. I had to take batteries out. Then I had to open the door. But it's all as well that ends well again. What does everyone else do for lunch? Like, you can only have so many sandwiches, right? So tell us. When you're having road days, you're doing heavy travel, what is your go-to? Let's pull over and make lunch. We need ideas. Drop them in the comments. I have some less than ideal Father's Day news for you.
What?
I'm sorry. Joe's Kansas City Barbecue is closed on Sundays. I'm so sorry. But I've got a plan B.
Oh, you do?
We're going to pivot.
Okay.
So the food critics say Joe's is the sentimental favorite in Kansas City.
I believe that.
But
it's my sentimental favorite.
I know. I'm so sorry. The technical execution of barbecue favorite is apparently a place called Q39. So for Father's Day, I'm taking you to Q39.
Oh, right. What a surprise.
Just where you never...
It truly is a Father's Day surprise.
It's just where you never knew you wanted to go.
Exactly.
I hope. Let's give it a shot. Are you ready?
Let's go.
Let's do it.
So we're going mobile. Slowly uploading this video. Slowly.
It's 2:30 in the afternoon, and it's still packed. It's about a 45-minute wait. We were able to get in because we're a party of 2. Plan ahead. Parking's also a challenge. But that tells you it's probably worth it. Everything they say says competition, winner, championship, winner. So there's got to be a reason it's this crowded, right?
Hands down, the best plate of barbecue I've ever had.
Ever?
Ever.
Anywhere?
Anywhere.
50 states.
The ones I've been to, yes.
We parked a couple of doors down from Q39 at the Spiritual Life Center. And that was so apropos by accident because I do believe Jim Williams just had a very spiritual experience.
That is very much true. So in my search for barbecue, the best barbecue, I heard something in there I've never heard before. Competition style is what they say they cook it at, which is higher heat, lower times, which keeps the meat juicier. We're in the Carolinas, low and slow, 18, 24-hour cooks. It makes perfect sense, though.
Like a good steak.
Exactly. It does, but I thought that was the whole point of barbecue. I don't know. Blew my mind, but hands down, the best plate of barbecue. I think I've already said that, but I'll say it again.
Go on record.
I'll go on record. The best plate of barbecue I've ever had. Q39 in Kansas City.
Today was such a good reminder that even your most meticulously planned plans to the date to land on Father's Day sometimes go awry. But sometimes that pivot we take lands us somewhere even better. So we're extremely stuffed. We're very glad that we accidentally ended up at Q39 today. And we need to walk it off. We're going to take dogs for a walk. Then maybe we need a nap.
Hopefully the rest of this Father's Day is pretty lazy because tomorrow we got to pack up, get on the road. Gonna be a hot one today. We're hitching up for a 3-day travel sprint. We're heading to Sioux Falls now. Then I don't know, but about a 6-hour trip, and it's going to be 96 degrees in Sioux Falls by the time we get there. So
You are correct. Google time, 5.5 hours. So it'll probably take us 6.5, 7 with stops. We thought about leaving really early to try to beat the heat of the day, but yeah.
There's no beating the heat.
It's
This is somebody's season.
It is my season. Popcorn actually is one of my top 3 favorite foods. So this was a successful stop for me. Fun place to get out, stretch your legs, walk around a bit, grab a snack or some souvenirs. Typical roadside attraction.
Every day I